We back
Okay.
with the BuzzFCA podcast.
Let's do
Hello.
intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzzFCA podcast. I'm Marierose, your host,
And I'm David, your co-host.
and we're gonna be talking to this very beautiful person up here.
Oh, hi.
Yes. And before we get into that, we do have an audience sitting right next to me. Mr. Director's over there, so we have
Ooh.
some extra speaking and thoughts.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am your current, or one of your current BuzzFCA directors, Joan.
I love you, Joan.
I love you,
Oh.
Joan.
Before we get into our podcast, for those who are unfamiliar with FCA, we are the Filipino Cultural Association at the University of Maryland College Park. We embrace our culture to the UMD community and create everlasting memories while doing so. So this podcast will expose you, our viewers or listeners, about our community and lifestyles by the general body, for the general body. Woo!
For real.
Yeah.
Slay!
I
Oh my
love
Is there-
BuzzFCA.
I love
Yeah.
BuzzFCA.
I love
too.
And
Buzz
Joan.
Oh,
FCA.
yeah, me too.
Getting into our special guest, do you want to talk about who you are?
Yes.
Why you're here, what you do?
So, hi. I'm Joan's roommate, also known as Vincent. I am a computer engineer studying here at the University of Maryland.
Perfect.
Nice. What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore series.
Yeah.
Sophomore computer engineering.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
CS on
crazy.
like steroids.
CS on steroids.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Okay, all right. What do you, besides CS, before we get into that topic, what do you have any hobbies or anything that you like to do on student life on campus?
That's a good question. Honestly, I like to every once in a while I like to do graphic design whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm bored, whenever I have an idea in my mind, I just do it. I also do video editing. I also like to play games. I used to draw. I can't really now.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's all
I
good.
kind of forgot. And yeah, I just like to do new things. I mean, like, I tried acting. That was one thing.
You're my favorite actor. You're my
Wow.
favorite actor. You're my favorite store clerk, bro.
The audience has a question. What
Yes.
game are you playing right now?
What game am I playing? That's a good question. I'm playing a game called Lost Judgment, which I played
What?
I played this like a year ago on like my PS5, and then now it came on Steam, and I was just like, I'm gonna buy the game again and play it again
You have to buy it
Yes,
twice?
Yes, sir.
because it's my favorite game.
Oh.
Is it really?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, right now, as of
Mm.
now.
Wait, what's the game about? I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's about a detective, and he's basically it's a sequel to the game called Judgment, and he basically investigates this high school in Japan about like bullying, bullying conspiracy, and basically it goes really deep. It goes into like murder and stuff.
Oh.
It's a crime drama, but yeah, no, that's basically small.
Here, let me see if I can pull up the wiki.
Wait,
Synopsis.
it's a sequel to a game called Judgment.
Yes.
So he lost his judgment.
The antagonist sorta
Ah.
did.
Okay.
Mm.
Because
So
he had a right goal. It's just that the way he did it was not good. So like he wanted to fight against this bullying conspiracy that's been happening at this high school for numerous years,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just straight up just murdered the bullies, and that was
Oh.
yeah. It's a crime drama.
What
So
the
yeah.
heck?
We don't condone
got-
bullying here.
Yeah.
no,
Oh my
we don't. We
goodness.
also
No
don't
bullying.
condone murder.
We
either.
don't condone
Yes,
anything.
no
That's
murder.
pretty bad.
It's a game, you guys. But
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
David?
so Lost Judgment synopsis. A sequel to the 2018 game Judgment, a spin-off of the Yakuza series. The game focuses on private detective Takayuki Yagami as he investigates a criminal accused of both sexual harassment and murder.
Yes.
Ooh.
Also, that it goes pretty deep. Like all of these like crime things are linked to like this one guy that I'm not gonna spoil.
Interesting.
Yo, I
This actually sounds really cool.
Yeah.
okay.
It's their recent game. One of my favorite game studios is called Ryuga Gotoku Studio. Known for the Yakuza series. If you guys know the Dame Dane song, you know.
Dame dane.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is
Is
that
that,
game?
where it's from?
Dame nano yo.
God, I did not know that. It's a good icebreaker. David, did you want to do the next question?
Sure. All right. So the next question, So I understand that you are in the computer engineering major. What made you choose, or when you went to UMD, what made you want to do computer engineering, and what made you choose the major in the first place?
That's a great question, because I've always had to answer this question in every single scholarship I've ever done.
Oh my
Nice.
So
That's
basically,
funny.
it all started in middle school, where I got into a magnet program related to engineering. And I was just like, I didn't know what engineering was. I was just like, oh, that sounds cool, why not? So then I did it. And then the first year was kind of boring. We didn't really do much other than just get to know like the other cohort magnet people. And then during 7th grade, we got into the real good stuff. So we basically did like CAD design. We did what did we do? We just designed a bunch of things, presented it to the class. We didn't like, there was a time I remember we made like a backpack to like kind of like make it more convenient for students to like carry stuff in. So we actually designed like a physical backpack, except it was really garbage, I'm not gonna lie, because like literally I made it out of like recycled binder. Like I just cut up a binder and like
That's
made a
kinda
box out of it.
cool. Okay.
It was like green, blue, and red. It was pretty cool. I don't know what happened to it, but like I liked engineering after that.
It's a
And then
piece
in
of
8th grade
history.
we did aquatics, and like I didn't know why we did that, but like I don't know, aquatics is pretty cool, I guess.
Like swimming.
No, like actual like marine life and stuff.
Oh my god, I'm dumb. Never mind.
It's okay.
Aquatic engineering. I've never heard of that.
It's not really aquatic engineering. It's literally just like we
It's
learned
just-
about water, like
Whoa.
straight up. I don't know why. It was like a. I was
It's
like,
a
oh.
good. It's a good basis for like what's gonna, I guess.
Yeah,
come
it turns
about in
out
the future.
water is not blue. It's clear.
Oh yeah. Park.
Yeah.
That was the
You want
realest
to
thing
elaborate?
ever.
You want to elaborate on why?
I kind of forgot.
Okay. I thought it was like the reflection of
Yeah.
something, and then.
Ocean is blue because water absorbs colors in the red part of the light spectrum. Like a filter, this leaves behind colors in the blue part of the light spectrum for us to see. The ocean may take on green, red, or other hues as light bounces off of floating sediments and particles in the water.
Ooh, interesting.
And there's Maryland water, like in the harbor.
Ew.
Gray,
That's gross.
brown.
It's
Guys,
green.
clean the ocean.
The Chesapeake Bay water.
Yum.
Delicious.
So in high school, I didn't do engineering. I actually did an information technology networking magnet. So basically, what we did there was we did the hardware stuff, but it was like more of like networking, I guess. So like freshman year, I got certified in Microsoft Office. So you know,
What?
You get a certification.
yeah,
for that?
apparently you do. So like, I just got one for the 2013 version, which is pretty outdated now, but you know, it's the same thing. But then sophomore year, we did computer repair, which was one of the greatest units, or not units, classes I've ever taken in high school. I learned how to fix computers, and I've also learned my hatred for fixing printers because they suck.
Damn.
Trying to fix a printer is
What's
the worst thing.
the difference between fixing a computer versus a printer?
Like,
Why is fixing a printer so much more harder?
because it's like, well, I mean, you have a small screen,
Uh-huh.
right? And sometimes the components in there just don't want to work while in a computer. I mean, I feel like a printer has like more mechanical type of things to it, while a computer is pretty easy to troubleshoot. Like, 'cause, like everything kind of just like fits into a place, like, you know, like RAM cards. You
Like
just,
like Legos.
yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But then a printer's like, yee! And then it's like,
Oh.
and then you're like, it gets stuck. I'm like,
Oh.
and then, but you know, it's like, it's just very annoying. I don't know why. It just is. And then junior year, we actually did networking, so we went on to Cisco routers and switches, and we also like went to the terminal, and then we just typed a bunch of code stuff, and yeah, made it work. We connected all of the students' computers together. We made a mini network where we like pinged people's IPs and stuff in it. So
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
yeah, so thank God I did that, because right now I'm taking CMSC 216, and navigating the terminal is a
C++.
yeah, it's pretty easy. Yeah, I think, hopefully.
You think it's easy?
Vincent got the
I'm-
head start though.
That's
I'm
what
familiar
saying.
with
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
it's
He's
similar to
there.
like a router and a switch, except it's like
Mhm.
different syntax, I guess. But yeah, and then senior year, we didn't technically have like a magnet like class for it, but I just jumped into AP Computer Science having no prior knowledge of coding, and I somehow did decent. I got a 4 on the exam.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay.
I still ended up in 131 because Nelson canceled the 133 class, which was the half credit version. So I had to take 131 all over.
Wait, they didn't accept a 4 for the AP Computer
No,
Science?
no. You had to get a 5
Whoa.
in order to like go
Really?
to 132. Yeah.
Holy.
Wow.
So.
That's kind of brutal.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I heard UMD doesn't accept 3s, which I mean like the only thing that like at least for me, like I took AP US History when I was in high school and I got a 3 and they didn't accept that. But then I got a 5 on AP Gov and they did accept that. But hearing that like APCS program doesn't accept anything other than a 5.
That's some top tier like expectation right there
Yeah.
for
I mean,
CS.
they did have like the half credit version, which was, I mean, I was gonna take it, but then it didn't work out because like he canceled it. And then the other section that Nelson had was like already in it was contradicting like my electrical engineering class, so I couldn't skip that one either. So I had to take the entire class over again.
Wait, is
Yeah.
Nelson the professor here at Maryland?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, he's one. I think he's one of the good ones, right?
He's
Yeah.
he's one of the better ones.
He's one of the better ones.
So would you recommend this professor to like the CS majors that are coming
Yes,
from Maryland?
yes. I also recommend it to the CE majors back in the days when I was an orientation advisor for engineering. Yeah.
Aww.
I've heard Nelson might be like one of, if not the best, like 131, 132 professors.
Yeah, it's him and Fauzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You like him too, Joey?
Yeah, I had Nelson my freshman year. He made some very good jokes.
Good jokes, yes.
Yes.
I've actually never had him.
Really?
I've only had Fauzi, and then I had Cliff, and then now I have Herman.
Oh, so you never had Nelson?
Yeah, but Herman.
Herman.
I'm so sorry. For
I had
you.
Herman.
I had no other choice.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
Oh, I think it's not the worst thing.
Just pay attention in class.
He's better than my physics teacher, so.
That's good. That's good.
So everybody take Nelson, whoever's a CS major.
Mm.
It's so funny.
Try to avoid Herman. He makes some weird jokes.
He hasn't gone there yet.
Oh.
I've only had him for one lecture.
He'll make one.
Eventually. Okay, that's
Good to know.
I like that.
it'd be like that. I'm like sitting here like as a comm major, I'm like, oh my god, yeah. Computers.
Coding,
coding.
CS,
yeah.
pointers,
Totally know how that
IP
is.
addresses.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you, well, I kind of want to go back to your high school stuff. So you did all of that in high school.
Yep.
And was there like a certain requirement to get into that, or just you just?
I mean, you had to take like some exam to like get into it or to be qualified, and then they actually choose you to be in it.
Oh, so you're selected.
Yeah, it's selected because like my high school is a full magnet school. Like you have to. It's like a college. Like you have to be in a magnet in order to attend that school.
What high school you go to?
It was called Western Tech.
Oh wow, Western
Were
Tech.
you in the Baltimore area?
Baltimore County.
So
From-
there was Eastern Tech and there was also Western Tech?
Yeah, there's a Western Tech.
Interesting.
Yeah, except like literally they had like a lot of stuff. Like they had 2 IT programs. I think they changed the computer science one to AI actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, there used to be a computer science one. I applied to that one. I failed horribly because I didn't know how to code. But then I mean I still got into AP. Oh yeah, funny thing is like in my AP computer science class, apparently like the teacher that has been there for like 7 years like left the day or like the year I was going into the APCS class.
What?
But then the new one was apparently my trigonometry teacher. So I was so confused. I was like, yo, you know CS? He's like, yeah. And he was so coded. He was a guy who hosted the Smash Bros Club.
What?
So you know he was a legend.
Dang.
Is he a Piranha Plant man?
What? Oh yeah. He played Little Mac. He was bold.
From your school, from your old high school?
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
cool.
god, that's really cool.
Yo.
He's a Piranha Plant main? I don't know about that one.
He plays Little Mac too, you know?
Okay, Little Mac is kind of
And Bowser.
that's respect.
Who's your Smash mate?
Me?
Yes.
I main Marcina, but as of recently, so you know how
Joe?
okay, so getting a very, very tangent right now.
It's okay.
Do you follow the Smash scene?
Like the
Like the competitive scene?
No.
So
I mean, I've heard
there's
of
this
it.
there's this player called Spargo, and he won like 2 majors with Cloud.
Oh.
And as of like in the past, Cloud has been regarded as like one of like the mid-ish characters, or like mid to high tier
Yeah.
characters. And then after seeing him win like against like some of the best players as Cloud, it made me want to learn like actually pick up Cloud.
Okay.
So
okay.
now
Solid,
like I
solid.
would say I play Cloud too. So,
Solid. You know, I have a keychain actually.
What?
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
When did you get that?
Yeah, I got this like in the summer probably. Yeah, I have a Buster Sword keychain.
That's really cool.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is actually one of my favorite games. Yeah, so
I respect that. I don't agree
Oh.
because I also played it.
Respect.
It was okay. At least for the time that it was.
For the time,
released,
yeah.
It was really good.
yeah, I have hopes for the remake because like I played
Mhm.
both. I've also played the Crisis Core one, which is the prequel one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that just came out. I like it.
Did you play remake?
Yeah, the remake. Yeah.
Did you play the DLC?
The DLC. Yeah,
With
with the
Yuffie?
Yuffie. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to remake part 2.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely.
Remake part 2 is so good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I like this conversation that you guys are having.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's in my like top
Mm.
10.
I respect that. I respect that.
I never was Lost Judgment though.
Mm.
Nice. I have like nothing to like contribute because I don't play these games.
It's
I'm just
okay.
like, oh.
It's about a guy who wanted to be in this super soldier program, and then it's complicated.
Cloud.
Oh.
The story just. I feel like the story of Final Fantasy VII is just too many. Trying to do
It's
too many
complicated.
things at once. There's like stuff to do with like the Earth and like someone trying to destroy the Earth,
Earth.
and then there's something about like super soldier serums, and then there's something about like aliens coming
And
to this.
PTSD.
Oh, that's
And
a
then
lot.
PTSD,
Oh my
and then
God.
like being part of the Earth's like life system, and then trying to like
This is a
you know
game.
yeah this
Yes.
is a game.
This is a
And
in
then-
1997,
1997. Yeah.
Square
like,
Enix was like.
It's like the Avengers plotline.
In a different century.
I found it really similar to The Boys. You know,
I haven't
I have
watched
not
The
watched
Boys.
it.
Oh,
It's a good
I've seen
show.
clips of it,
it's a good
though.
show. Yeah,
But,
but
I mean, trickling in. I mean, you've mentioned your fun experiences and like your career-wise towards like your major. I think it's kind of cool that you be like kind of intertwined like gaming and then like your major at some point. I mean, besides like making your backpacks, making your networks, was there one experience that you've had recently that made you remind yourself like, oh, like, I really love this major. I want to like stay and continue like what I'm doing.
okay. Okay, this might sound really weird, but like discrete structures. Have you taken it, or are you?
I have not.
You've heard of it, right?
I've heard of it, but I left CS after 132.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. But yeah, a lot of people say that discrete structures suck, and they're not wrong. But like at the same time, I just thought it was really cool. I was just like, man, this stuff like I'm probably not gonna use ever again,
Oh.
but I really liked it.
For those who aren't in CS, can you like explain
Yes,
Okay.
please.
briefly the concept of discrete
So-
structures?
There's a lot of things in discrete structures, but I should probably start with like Boolean algebra. So there's like this like it's basically like a math class for CS people. So like you do Boolean algebra, so like you do like the and or function, so like the logic that happens. So like and means that both of them have to be true, or means that one of them has to be true, or both. And then there's the XOR, which we don't really get into. That was more of like a digital circuits thing, which was like I took that at the same time last semester as well, and they basically had very similar things. And basically you would simplify kind of like these complex and or type of things where like where one thing is true and one thing is false, and you just simplify it to like a smaller like equation. I don't know how to explain this in simple
This is a
terms,
lot of weird math.
but like it's
I
just
get
like
it, I
it's
get
like
it,
ones
yeah.
and zeros, and then you gotta like do a little bit of logic and make it work. And then it was also okay. So one thing I didn't like about it was proofs. So like
Oh.
listing proofs, you gotta prove stuff.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really like that, except for the times where like I just like slapped a bunch of like BS into this one proof and I got full points.
Are you
I was like,
serious?
woo!
Dude,
What?
that's crazy. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I was like, dude, I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna type in like some random math that just makes sense in my head. I was and boom,
You got it.
100. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
Easy clap.
What?
yeah.
You crushed it. Jeez.
I mean, it was a
That's like
homework,
I
so I mean,
Oh.
it wasn't
Oh my
like an
god,
exam.
I thought it was like an exam.
No.
Because I would've
I was like in like 90%, I guess. I don't know. That was, I mean, the first one.
Very
That's
impressive.
really good.
For
though.
CS, that's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, except for the first one where I got like a 70 something.
That's okay. You got a 90.
You
in
got
this
a
one,
90.
so.
I did. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I clutched it up. Like, I had like an 88%, but then with the extra credit, I was like, okay, I guess I'll take a B plus. And then he curved it again, and I was like, oh, and then I got an A minus.
That's
But it was really fun. Like, I learned about logic, how things work, and I was like, I think like a computer. Maybe I am a computer engineer.
Is that what made you think like? Well, did that class like remind yourself that you wanted to stay in
Yeah.
CS?
It just, for some reason with that class, like even though people said it was hard, it just like everything just clicked together in my head, and I was like, I honestly like thought like a computer, like not gonna lie, like I felt like I understood, like I could understand what the computer. I was like a Disney princess talking to animals, but it was like with
With
computers.
computers.
That's like the best way I can put it.
Oh.
That's really cool, actually.
What?
Oh, I thought Joe was like looking at something outside, like
No,
someone was
no,
behind.
you're good.
Okay.
Man,
That's such
I
a-
think
Yeah.
if I were still in CS, I would want to think like a computer, because
Yeah.
I was struggling a lot back, even during like 132 when I was doing like the topic that was the the run killer for me
Ah.
in my CS journey was multi-threaded algorithms.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
oh,
that
like
was
the
the
threads?
that was the
Okay.
run killer. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, like the threads and like how like one of them can only work at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah, after
Vincent
watch-
said-
After watching that lecture, I was like, what? What is this?
Yeah, honestly, one thing I don't really like about CS here is just how unfair it is to people who want to get into it but haven't had any experience. Like with me, I had experience with like AP and stuff like that, but if you literally do not have it, then like they don't really like help you at all with it.
Yeah. I
Either
think-
you'll like
I feel like we have very two distinct people who were / are in CS, because I was in CS, but I had zero experience
Yeah.
of CS coming into college. So it definitely was very hard. Like they literally like throw you in the deep end. They're like, oh yeah, like you learn like they like in terms of lectures, they walk. The lectures are good because they like take you step by step and like they show you examples of how to do stuff. And then projects are just like that times 10.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like they just throw you. They're like, oh yeah, these are all of the requirements. You have to implement all of these things. Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can see the two different environments that like both of you guys have, depending on the major. Since I guess Vincent was just like already implemented with all that experience and things like that. And I maybe because it's like a college level type of thing, they're expecting you to know so much and expecting you to have these certain experiences that they make these expectations like really high for those who are coming in like the 100 level courses. Because all the things that I've been hearing about this major is just like, oh, it's super hard. They want you to do like A, B, and C, and like all like our friends are saying like it sucks and stuff like that. But it's just because they have like such high expectations because they do want people, I guess, in the major to succeed a lot. And probably there are probably a lot of successful like CS majors from this school that they
Yeah.
want to continue that reputation from, I guess.
a lot of it is also like the name branding of UMD, of how it's like the top 10 school for CS, and so because of that, it's like they make a lot of CS or like CS and InfoSci and computer engineering, like that whole like the tech majors on campus, like really difficult because it's like a reputation they have to uphold, you know. So,
yeah. I think we're also like 13 in engineering programs.
And you guys?
Really?
I thought we were like 21.
I think public.
Oh,
institutions.
public. Okay. I guess. I mean, if you don't count like the fancy schools.
So we kind of touched upon like UMD's version of CS and how it's really difficult for people to, I guess, succeed in it if you don't really have a background in it. But despite all of that, would you still recommend like technological majors at UMD, like CS, computer engineering, info sci, to other people who are interested in that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, literally, like, they will teach you, well, almost everything that you need to know. Obviously, like, they can only teach you so much, so you also have to apply your knowledge to different things. So, like, do projects, do internships, stuff like that. I'd still recommend it, even though it sounds very, like, bad. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, there is still a few amount of people who, like, may not, like, who kind of, like, start off not knowing anything and just doing really well, because, like, sometimes it'll be like it's just like a matter of just being harder depending on like where you start at. But regardless, everyone starts from somewhere, and we can all make, well, a finish line depending on if you enjoy it that much. So it's just about like ambition and motivation.
Well said.
But like,
that's real. That's big facts.
Vincent. Yeah, I just hopefully I'm the people who are coming to CS, I don't want them to feel so discouraged, or like not discouraged, but maybe like feel intimidated as much, because you did mention like all the professors here, they do want you to learn, they will help you. So crossing fingers that like anyone watching that's going to CS, don't be afraid, please, and especially if you're coming into Maryland.
And something I also want to add is, despite like whether you do have like prior experience of CS before coming into college or not, professors, yes, they will help you if you need help, TAs as well, but there's a lot of students, like fellow students in CS, that are probably going through the same thing you are, and also there are a lot of like upper level like CS majors that have already been in your position, and a lot of people will help you if you ask. So
Can I add something?
Yes.
So to the CS majors who also have like any experience, one thing I will tell you is to not be overconfident, because when I was in 131, I was like, guys, I got a 4 in AP Comp Sci. You know, I'm fine. You know, I can just be in the back playing Genshin Impact, doing my dailies.
My goodness.
That's what I did. And you know what I got? I got a B-. So don't do that, okay? I'm being serious. Don't be overconfident with your stuff. I've done that so many times, especially in math, where I'm overconfident. And like even in AP Calc 1, I was like, guys, I'm good at math. Go into the first exam. It was about derivatives. I got a D on that exam.
I also took Calc 1 here at UMD. It was hard.
So
hard.
Yo, I'm so glad that my major only asked for stat. That's it. So
stat isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's fun.
We also did probability and stuff in discrete structures. So yeah, it was basically a few stat stuff. So good practice.
Cool. But you guys do the big stuff, because you're gonna
I'm
be
gone.
in it.
I'm gone. I'm in info sci now. I'm gone.
Vincent and Joan.
Vincent and Joan
question
got it.
mark.
They're chilling.
They got the big jobs in the future.
Yeah.
You guys got it, honestly. And speaking about the future, do you think you will be continuing computer science once you graduate sometime, maybe like a year or two?
I will not be continuing computer science, because I'll be continuing computer engineering.
Oh,
big facts.
God.
Wait.
Speaking about the future, do you think you will continue staying into like computer engineering like environment or the community to keep your career within like your lifestyle after college or anything like that?
I mean, I'd probably pursue a career in computer engineering realistically, because that is kind of like the only thing that I know right now. And like people do need like computer people and like technology people, especially since a lot of things are kind of evolving, especially with technology. I mean, you guys heard of ChatGPT, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Woo. Okay, but yeah, like things are just evolving, and there's just people fear about getting replaced by machines, but there's also people who need to make those machines. So like I'm not saying that I'm gonna make the machines to replace people, but like people need, the society still needs people. It's not always about automated machines. So like, you know, And plus, humans are more reliable than machines, I'd say. I mean, well, maybe in not consistency, but like just having ethics and like just knowing stuff. Because like, I mean, machines are very limited to what they can do. So
Limited to their own programming.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much like, I mean, there's so much like a computer can do, but like, I don't know if it can do more than a human, because we like,
Yeah.
there's like definitely different like characteristics from a computer and a human. So
Yeah.
I don't think you guys will be like, hopefully, I don't think you guys will be like replaced by any.
I think we're safe.
Yeah.
Engineering is safe. You know?
At least for our generation. No, I'm just-
Yeah, hopefully.
hopefully.
If we get replaced by robots, then
If sci-fi movies ever taught us anything, we'll be fine.
You know, it'd be
Yes.
funny. What if ChatGPT made a BuzzFCA podcast?
No. We should ask right now.
That's
What?
Just
actually shoot.
that's
That's a really good idea
You just
for
interview.
some content.
ChatGPT.
Chat
Let's get our next
GPT.
video idea.
How do we get? That'd be interesting.
You just
That would
type
be very
what's the next
interesting.
video idea.
Oh, dude.
No, we should have ChatGPT as a guest.
How do you? Huh? How you do that?
What if I'm the guy typing on ChatGPT? You know?
No way.
You're
Oh.
like, hey, ChatGPT, you're on our podcast. What's up? Question mark.
What if I'm the voice actor for ChatGPT?
ChatGPT has voice acting, or
Really?
like has
Really?
No, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh no! Like I'm reading it out loud. I am
He
the
wants
voice
to be
actor
ChatGPT. That's so funny.
because ChatGPT is far smarter than me.
Is that? Because now I think that some professors are like,
They're catching.
Yeah,
Catching
they're putting on their
on.
like
Yeah.
syllabus.
very
syllabi.
fast. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why really you should
think-
only rely on yourself though.
The thing is, though, I wouldn't rely on ChatGPT to like fully complete my assignments, but
Yeah.
in terms of like like helping me brainstorm some stuff, I would still
Yes,
use it.
for sure.
It's like it's a way to help you out. It's not a way for you to cheat and do
Exactly, like it
things,
is.
you know.
It can just lead you to the right direction.
Yeah.
I think that's how
It's
it should
another
be used.
resource you can use.
Yeah.
Like, alongside everything else.
Yeah, I've used it. Well, honestly, my coworker showed me. I was trying to use it for like cover letters and things like that. But then now I saw like the thing about like those professors catching up. I'm scared. Like, oh my god, what if like the people I'm applying to will catch up to? I'm just like, shit.
In a way, at least for me, I haven't used ChatGPT myself, but I've seen like one of my other good friends use it, and in a way, it's kind of like a better, more personalized Google.
Yeah.
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 I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I just want them to implement this into like Siri and Cortana and Alexa and Google.
Maybe you can make a thing for that.
I feel like that's too much work.
Okay. That's
In the
funny.
future.
In the future.
When I figure it out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like in all honesty, I'm not that I'm not a genius. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, like I have experience, but like there's just a lot to learn. So we all start somewhere though.
We all start
So,
somewhere. It's up
Yeah.
to ourselves to pursue.
I mean, like
whatever we want.
I also do like projects like Terps Racing, Gamera S, and Leatherbacks, which is combat robotics. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know anything. I just do it to learn. So we all have to get out there and learn stuff. That's just how we grow and evolve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Be like that.
Such moving words from Vincent.
Vincent,
Wow.
have you played Overwatch?
Yes, I've played since 2017.
Do you know like the lore behind Overwatch, like Omnics and humans?
Yes, I think it's been a while, but like
So for those who don't know, I'm not gonna explain like the game of Overwatch,
deep.
but the more like story behind Overwatch is like humans created robots, and then eventually the robots started attacking the humans. Basic like sci-fi fantasy stuff. But then there's like a branch where these like artificial intelligence, or these robots, in a way kind of develop their own quote-unquote soul. So in a way they kind of become human, except they're still like robotic. So they have like human ethics and human mindsets. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird when I first like started playing Overwatch. So you know Zenyatta?
yeah.
Dude, when I first saw Zenyatta, I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. He's like a robot monk in the game.
He's like he's Genji's master.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a monk, but he's a robot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's also really cool because you have you played Overwatch 2?
Yeah, I have.
So you know about Ramatra.
Yeah.
Because Ramatra is like on the very opposite side of Zenyatta, where
Yeah.
if Zenyatta is like a robot monk, Ramatra is like the robot Hitler.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's really interesting to see how like our society and our reality can like develop over time as technology advances, because then we have like fictional worlds like Overwatch where like technology and like real life kind of just like blend together, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see what the future holds in store of like our reality. So that,
Yeah.
like maybe we'll have like another example is like Detroit Become Human,
Yeah.
right? That's really cool. It's a really cool game.
Really
But
good
again,
game.
it's the same thing where like robots become human. Yeah,
Yeah.
Never played any of these games, but they sound very interesting.
it's really good.
And I'm
Yeah.
glad we can intertwine them with your major. So this is really good content.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And
Do you have any other questions you
no,
wanted to ask?
I don't have any questions.
I don't have any questions. How are you, Vincent?
Doing
How are
good.
you feeling?
I'm a bit tired, but I'm doing good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your first podcast experience? Is this your
No.
first time
On a podcast.
on a podcast?
I guess so. Yeah.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
let you have. Oh, no,
Yeah, that's what I'm
never
saying.
mind.
I'm the editor.
How about for TSA? Are you guys gonna make a podcast?
That's a good idea. I'm gonna steal that. Idea.
Okay.
We are now.
LOL.
Damn. And with that, I think that wraps up this episode
Yes.
of the BuzzFCA podcast with
Yes.
Vincent Pham.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Hello.
Oh, do you have anything you would like to plug towards the audience for tonight or today?
Yes, I would like to give a message to all the viewers.
Okay.
Never give up. Embrace your dreams. All right. The worst thing you can do is give up.
Dude,
All right.
I'm gonna start crying, bro.
Dude.
This is
that's all I
this
had
is
to
so
say.
inspirational.
Such like a
This is
different side
so-
of Vincent.
Vincent, where
I'm just
were
like,
you last year, bro?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was just a
Dude.
freshman. My bad.
It's all
Oh.
good.
Oh my god, I forget you're like a sophomore. I'm like, bro, what the heck?
I am a child, indeed.
You got some
Child.
good stuff up here.
Big
man.
brain for a child.
Very
so.
inspirational.
I mean, I do read like philosophy books. I mean, like
Oh my god.
I've read
okay.
the Art of War by
Really?
Sun Tzu. Yeah,
Whoa.
it's pretty deep. Like if you like intertwine it with your life, you're like,
I have always seen that book like in a meme setting.
Yeah,
I've
but
never
it's
actually
pretty-
like,
it's pretty
actually
good.
sat down and like read it.
Wow.
'Cause I feel like that would be really cool.
because if you think about it, in real life is just a war. You know, you're just constantly fighting different battles. It's different
True.
wars, and if you apply this knowledge, and maybe you can win the war.
So deep.
When you fight them demons.
He's legit.
This is
He's-
too deep.
He's legit.
I mean, like
He's
he
legit.
did
Oh my
say,
gosh.
the best way to win a war is to fight the least amount of battles, and like the least amount of battles in real life is just the least amount of like difficult, I guess, like unnecessary like battle. I don't know. It's like you don't fight unnecessary battles. You just fight the
Yes.
ones that are necessary.
Mhm.
That's just like in
Yeah.
real life, you
That's
know.
why you pick your own battles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang, who are you? Are you sure you're Vincent?
The week after, we are going to have our second spring GBM. The theme, I don't know yet because we haven't decided on that.
It's a little too far in the
That's a
future.
nice
It's a little,
calendar.
it's a
Okay,
little
though.
far in the future, but by this time, FCA debut will be coming up soon. Ooh. Keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled. March 5th.
March 5th, guys.
March 5th.
Okay, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing. If you guys want to be on the podcast, we have our interest form at the bottom and the link below.
Yes, sir.
If you want to be in a Vincent's position.
Yes.
And we will see you guys whenever we make another podcast.
Next time.
Also, if you guys want deep talks, you should like invite me back.
Oh!
I'm actually. All right, then fill out the form.
Okay, fill out the form again.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next episode.